cigarettes, alcohol, Adderall abuse, crappy relationships. I've quit them all. Here's how I did it in 3 steps. When you put all 3 of these together, it becomes as foolproof as possible. First, have an alternative to the thing you're quitting chosen, stocked up within arm's reach. When I quit smoking, I had these nicotine sprays on hand, ready to go, right here at my desk where I most often would take a break and have a cigarette. Now, this thing has been here for months and I haven't even touched it. But in those first few weeks, when the craving hits hard and strong, I grabbed this before I let myself step outside. When I quit drinking, I had non-alcoholic beer ready to go. These days, there are so many non-alcoholic beverages to choose from. The beers taste like the real thing, and the champagnes are really good too. Stock up on these things ahead of time. When the craving hits, tell yourself, I'm going to this first. This tricks your brain because you're not setting up an all or nothing, win, lose, fail, succeed type of proposition. You're simply telling yourself, I'm choosing this thing first, and we'll wait 30 minutes and see what happens. The more you practice, your brain is going to reorient to that new thing and not go to the thing you're trying to quit. This also works with people. Tell one of your friends in advance. You might be calling, you might be texting them more often because you're going to be choosing contact with them instead of your ex. Second, the truth of the matter is to quit anything that has been holding you back, you have to firmly make the decision in yourself and for yourself. My husband tried to convince me to quit drinking for years, and even though I love him to death, it didn't seem to be enough to get me to actually do it until one day I woke up and felt done. If you've ever made a change in your life, you know that feeling that I'm talking about, even though it's quite hard to describe. There's this knowingness in you that even though you may stumble, even though you may trip and fall, you have made this decision to make a change. The third and probably most powerful thing to do when you are quitting something is the way you deal with those setbacks, or if you stumble, or if you sneak a cigarette in, or if you sneak a drink in, just keep quitting. Even if you have your replacement ready to go, even if you have firmly made this decision in and for yourself, you may still stumble. But rather than letting that stumble set you back, tell yourself you're a failure forever and ever. Just make the decision to quit again. It doesn't matter if people roll their eyes if they say to you, oh, I've heard you say that before. Anybody who would discourage you that way is uncomfortable with the thought of you bettering yourself. You're making the choice to try again at a better life. If that causes somebody to roll their eyes at you, you gotta wonder what is wrong with that. So ignore that noise, consider quitting that type of person, and quit over and over again. If you are mad at yourself for taking that misstep, that is actually a good thing. It means quitting this bad habit is important to you. You want to improve. Don't let your self-anger be you beating yourself up, saying you're a lost cause. Let it be that motivating voice you give empathy and love and compassion to, and saying, okay, got you. I am trying again. I am quitting again. Just keep quitting. I quit smoking dozens of times before the time actually stuck. But instead of saying, well, I'm a failure, I guess I'm never going to quit, I decided drop the judgment, just keep quitting. You're going to have your alternatives ready to go. Make that decision firmly and deeply in yourself and for yourself, and you are going to just keep quitting. And that's how you quit.